Welcome back. This is Zoe with DivinityWithinThee, where we take time to get in touch with the divine. Thank you for being here, and Salma Bulan Baru, which is Happy New Moon in Balinese. Back to the beautiful island of the gods and goddesses in Bali. So, you guys, this is a amazing, magical new moon. I mean, not only is it the first new moon of the Gregorian calendar of this year, but also it's one, right? It's on the 11th of the 1st. So 111. So this is a beautiful angel number that's coming in. And if you know, or if you've watched any of my videos where I speak about angel numbers, 111 is actually really about new starts, right? It's about new beginnings and really coming into play with this, right? So we have this new moon in Capricorn, right? This very, look at, and we have blessings coming in, of course. So we have this whole thing, right? Capricorn is this planet of structure, of restriction, of all these things, right? So what does that mean for us? How can we more properly use this energy to navigate these energies, right? And the answer is, okay, Capricorn is all about, now is the time to create this structure, right? At the beginning of the year, sometimes people, New Year's or whatever, people want to start like, how do you call it? They want to set like New Year's goals and all like intentions, like let's start all this stuff for new. Well, to be honest, seasonally and astrologically speaking, the actual new year is not beginning until the end of March, until we hit the next solstice, right? So it's more of a downtime, right? Of a hibernation time that's actually occurring right now. So it's more of like, let's get our things in order, the checks and balances, and then also we have to look at the other planetary and the energy that's going on. So before we get into that, what is new moon? What does the new moon mean? What does this signify for us? And why are you tuning into this video? So the new moon is all about manifesting, right? Setting new intentions, goals, things like this. And there couldn't honestly be a better time, because we are in Capricorn and the new moon is in Capricorn, and Capricorn is really about this structure. So what I would recommend is let's take a moment and let's sit back and let's really think about what our goals are, not just for right now or this lunar cycle, but for the year, right? What are we really calling in? Even like, when they say year goal or 5-year goal or whatever, this is really the time to set before Pluto is moving all into Aquarius, because we'll be going into air sign. So we're in earth sign. Capricorn is earth energy. So what does that mean? It means it's really about physical, tangible things. So this means work, job, money, like physical things. Let's see. Yeah, create structure for our material gains and really like understand what our goals are, and not like, oh, here's some like a bunch of new goals that I want. Like, what are the goals that we've had that we need to revisit, that we really need to give the attention to, right? That actually need to give the attention to, and how can we actually put the intention and the manifestation so it's actually coming into fruition at astronomical rates, right? And that is why all this astrological energy and the transits are so important right now. This is why it's not time to go out or to party or to do all of this. It's more of an inward, introspective time. New moons are about introspection. So it's about going inwards, like really working on ourselves. The new moon is also in the planet of Saturn. So, Saturn is also ruling Capricorn. So, what does this mean? I'm sorry. The new moon is squaring Saturn, which is in Pisces. This is why I wrote it down. New brain doesn't always work as good as old brain. So what this means is actually applying these things to our, like any type of spiritual, right? Because Pisces is this very like more ethereal, spiritual sign. So applying anything that's spiritual, spiritual goals, matters, things like this, really like beginning to put them into practice. So if you're looking to learn to do tarot, I'm going to be offering a intro to tarot class again. Probably not until after Pluto hits, but if you're interested in doing breath work, if you're interested in meditating, to doing any of these things, even journaling, like just spiritual practices, breath work, really connecting to our being, to our soul's being, that's what's super important. Hold on, give me a minute. They just like want to be in the picture. I just like waited for so long to tell them I was recording, and so this energy is Uranian. It's like really popping up. Like random things happening when you're like literally in the middle of doing something. So so take any spiritual practices and apply them. This is number one thing. It's about application. So set our goals, set our intentions, and begin to apply, right? What else is happening? So the North Node, which is basically the collective consciousness, right? It's the it's like where we're headed, like while the nodes are switching, right? It's where we're headed currently. So the current North Node is in Aries. So it's all about kind of like breaking down our ego, or like making peace with it a little bit, right? Use it for how and when we need to use it, but not too much. So the moon is squaring the North Node in Aries. So it's really about what is our ambition, again, our foundation, our structure. What is our moral compass? And are we wavering because we're like, well, this thing feels good right now, I was having an interesting little spat back and forth with a friend of mine, and they went and they supported an activity with somebody that is actively practicing black magic and really like bringing in people's energy and collecting the energy to be doing things. Now, whether I give it energy and know that it exists, I'm definitely, my moral compass is that if people fuck with things that we are not on board with, to enter ourselves or these spaces and these places is absolutely fucking wrong. It's not about I'm bringing love or I'm bringing light. It's about where the fuck is your moral compass, right? Because everything that you do, right? Every intention, everything what you do. So if you step foot on this place that you know is filled with bad intentions, it doesn't matter if your intention is love and light, you have still are now participating in something that's dark. It's like how do you describe it? It's let's say you're going to a shop or a mall, right? And your friends don't maybe like have money or something to buy something. So they're like, distract the shop owner while we're stealing shit. Well, it's like, well, I didn't steal anything. Do you know? I'm supporting my friends. And it's like, no, no, your moral compass is off. Don't participate in shit that you shouldn't be participating in. It's just that simple, you guys. It's literally that simple. So where is your moral compass? What are you going to allow? What are you calling in? What are these goals? What is everything that is coming? And that's really what the North Node and this squaring is like. What you decide now literally is setting your next 20-year cycle. So choose fucking wisely what you're entertaining. I've had to cut off a lot of people because they're entertaining things that I can't get on board with. You know, like, I can't go for that. No can do. And it's really about staying true, staying authentic to yourself, to your being, and knowing actually, oh my God, like I love these people, or I love this person's music and I really want to go there. It's like, no, absolutely I cannot, you know? It's not what's going on. It's not the right move or choice. So let's talk about what I was just speaking about. Pluto, right? And entering this new 20-year cycle. Pluto, okay. Pluto has been in Capricorn since 2008. So I think like 15 years. This last cycle was about 15 years. What does that mean? When 2008 happened, like the financial market crashed, right? Because Capricorn is about restrictions, rules, regulations. So now that Pluto is shifting out into Aquarius, it's about this really, Pluto is very transformational planet and energy in general. So it's really about going to the depths, going to the underworld, doing the shadow work. Anybody who has actually been doing their shadow work the past year will really be finding this year and this energy and stuff. If you're working with the energy and the transits, you'll be finding it really lovely. Now, anybody who is or has not might be finding this a little like tower moments happening. Also, right now, Pluto is in 29 degrees of Capricorn. So 29 degrees is an anaretic degree. So it's this really intense, heavy shifting, like whoosh, super life-changing, like transformational energy, on top of it being the Pluto on its own, right? So be very, very, very intentional with your manifestations, with your moral compasses, with your choices, with the people, with your dietary intake. And I don't just mean food. I mean, what are you allowing? I mean, what kind of things are you watching? What are you, diet is anything that we are taking in. So sound, places, people, situations, food, relationships, intimacy, everything. What are you entertaining? This is really important right now. So be very intentional with your manifestations. Pluto will be re-entering Aquarius, boom, on January 20th. Thank goodness. And it will be getting out of the restrictive sign of Capricorn. So a lot of the, if you have strong earth sign energy in your chart, you will notice a big release because this earth energy. Also, I think if it's like potentially cardinal signs as well. I think that's like Capricorn, like Cancer. I don't know. Look it up. New brain is. Doesn't tap in all the information the same as old brain. Um, so what is Aquarius about, and why does this matter? Aquarius is about humanitarianism, right? Like um, technological advances, like AI, like ET. So you guys will probably see a lot of like technological advances. We'll probably be seeing a lot more alien stuff. Um, and what else? It's also, um, you know, a little bit of a rebelliousness. So I think what we're going to see is a lot of we're gonna have a lot of energy that is about bringing light and information, especially around like structures, governmental systems, the patriarchy, and really just being like, wait a second, actually, we can't go for that. No, no can do. So it's like this whole thing, right? What is going to happen? A lot of shit is going to happen. But if we understand how to work with and navigate these energies, then we're all good, right? That's why I make these videos for you guys, because I love you. And, you know, my intention is always love. So Uranus is also trining the new moon. What does that mean? It means when we create these visions, these goals, these intentions, these manifestations, really to hold our vision. So don't just choose something like, oh, well, you know, I want to work out more this year. No, not like that. What the fuck do you want to create your foundation? And if that means it's like, no, I'm going to be more physically active, and you're really going to follow through with it, then yes. But this isn't like a New Year's resolution. This is like a new life. Resolutions, goals and structures, foundation. So really hold strong, like hold fast, you know, that sailor stuff, to your visions, and creating these structures that you really, you know, want to keep in your lives. Like, what does it look like? What do these structures look like? You know, what do the relationship look like? What does your job look like? And it's also okay, right, if everything is changing, if everything that we thought we were supposed to be doing before is now not what it is. Like, this is totally okay. It's totally okay, because all this new stuff is coming, right? And you're going to notice that as we move, as Pluto moves, we're going from this energy of me to this energy of we. So that's why it's so important right now that as ourselves, to help the collective in the future and ourselves, that we're really focusing and intently putting the energy around. You know, we're really putting it out. We're really manifesting things that matter for ourselves, because when we understand exactly what we would like to create for our foundations, for everything, then when the planets shift on the 20th this month, and we start to move into this collective energy, then the people, the collective, the communities, the things are going to very easily present themselves and very quickly manifest for us. So don't just be like, well, I'll see what happens. This is not the fucking time. It's time to get to work on what the fuck you want, and to be very clear about it, like crystal clear about it. Okay, guys, I am going to pull some cards for y'all. Oh, you beautiful beings. But I really need a little bit of music. I hear the neighbors' music and it's like driving me crazy. It helps me to kind of like tune out partially, I guess. Okay. I don't know, you guys. Like, I'm like, we're out of, we are out of, you know, this Mercury retrograde, but we're still in this foreshadow, and me and technology are just this very interesting, very, very interesting thing that I'm still working on figuring out, but you know, let's see if this plays. Error. Error. Guys, I'm literally going crazy without music, without the ability of technology, pictures, all of these things. It's so I'm working on centering myself, taking deep breaths, not letting things piss me off too much, but also being authentic to myself and understanding the contrast of when things actually piss us off, and be like, yeah, actually I'm not cool with this because I'm upset. Authenticity always wins. Boom. If that's not confirmation, I don't know what is. So guys, let's pull some cards. What is the energy for the collective regarding the full, apologize, the new moon for 111? Thank you, universe, source, creator, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, aliens, for giving us the true and correct messages, only of the highest vibrational frequency. Let's see what is coming through for us. Okay, I'll stick with 4 since we got 11 or 111. I don't know, it's 3. First card that comes out is Joy, which is interesting because out here in Indonesia, my name has slowly developed to Joy. So I just go with it, you know? Screw it. I'll be Joy. It's really nice. Second card, the water fairy. Feelings and emotions is what this is all about. It's what it's all super centered on. Third card, restriction. And fourth card is the wasp. It's about anger, retaliation, and jealousy. So let's get a little clarity around these cards and see what the messages really are. Oh, no. Okay, I'll take them. I'll just see what these have to say here. Okay, so first we have the 5 of coins, which is all about a little bit of, can be like concern. In this one, it's more like complexity, concern. 10 of cups. Okay. Here, interesting, this deck, I haven't used it in a while. 10 of cups, all about like full love, fulfillment, all of this. How do we blend? How do we go from this space of feeling like this doesn't exist to coming here, right? To this lack, to this thing, okay? Expression, the page of coins. So a message, an offering, something that can come through, what's tangible. This is also a little bit of Capricornic energy. 3 of coins. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you guys, we're making money, we're making moves. 3 of Coins, imagination and ability is what this card says. 3 of Coins is really about how do we imagine that like we can create something. Normally it's about multiple people coming into play, like 3 or more people. But I think this is more about, you know, let's imagine what our abilities can actually be together, right? Let's imagine like what we can actually create. 2 of Wands. Interesting. Here it says enterprising and bold. 2 of Wands to me is all about a new pathway really presenting itself. So on this new path that we're setting for ourselves, this new structure, this new foundation, are we being bold? Are we being honest with ourselves? Are we tapping into all of our abilities? Are we past the point of doing things because that's how money comes? Or are we doing things because that's what we know and we feel? You know, it's a really strong time to be tapped into your heart space, your intuition, right? What feels good? And not just like, this feels good to get fucked up or to fuck, whatever, you know, not like that. Like, what is making your soul sing? So, actually, let me grab another deck. Let's grab this one and see. Tell us about joy, please. About joy. Tell us about joy. Come on. Okay, interesting. Can I get one more, please? Okay, so for some of us, we will be actually calling in different types of relationships or partnerships. Some of them can be on a physical realm. Some of them will be like, okay, when we walk away from this energy, when we stop focusing on, we really need to let go of the past, right? When we stop focusing on all of the things that have already happened, 3 cups that have already been spilled, and we're really able to tap into these. Let me show you, get a little bit closer. We're really able to tap into the 2 cups here and here, right? We're really able to find the love. And this card is about really like joy, happiness, contentment, like with self, right? We cannot really call in the partners. We cannot really let go or do any of this stuff until we're really happy with ourselves. So again, this is the joy is, yeah, based on different types of partnerships, but I think first and foremost is the relationship we have with ourselves. Number 1. Water fairy, feelings and emotions. Can we get some more information on this, please? So, this is the Empress. So it's really about nurturing ourselves, right? This is a very motherly card. You know, she's the one that's birthing the ideas, the things like this. So it's like nurture your ideas, nurture your imagination, nurture love, nurture these things, right? Your feelings and emotions, like nurture them, honor them, be real about them. Let's see what's going on with the restriction. Tell us about the restriction, please, and thank you. Okay, the restriction is based on, maybe for a lot of you, it could be the amount of money that you're spending. For other ones, this is hilarious. Okay, so let me explain these cards to you. So this is all about being able to receive. The 6 of Coins is about receiving, right? Also about giving and receiving, right? And reciprocity. Whereas the 4 is more about being a miser, holding on, not sharing, not doing this. So you will find, first and foremost, yes, we have to nurture ourselves and what we need, right? First and foremost. Now, we will find restriction if we don't have the ability to learn this reciprocity. to give and receive equally, right? And if we've been doing more of one than the other, then we need to find the balance. That's what my whole lesson was last year, from the universe, the accident, being broken, having to be vulnerable and ask for help and receive from people, which, by the way, infinite love to everybody that's helped me on my journey. And you wouldn't believe, like, so anyways, the restriction is about, manage how much you give, how much you take, how much you're holding on to. Be like the Saturn energy, right? I don't really feel like we're being restricted. I feel like it's more of like, because as we move into a lot of air energy this year, it will be easy to just kind of, float away with ourselves. Clarification on the wasp: anger, retaliation, jealousy. Tell us about this. Yeah, we need to learn to let go of that. Like, we will be death, we will be moving into this more collective energy. So stop giving yourself a hard time. Remember, I was telling you about that before. Stop giving yourself a hard time. Really be authentic. Really death means that there's rebirth, right? Nothing really dies, right? It's ongoing, it's infinite. So like this, let go of the anger, the retaliation, the jealousy. It shouldn't be your driving force for anything. Also, in as far as like relationships and things go, right? And don't worry, don't watch what other people do. Don't be so concerned who's watching you or what people are going to think. Really like stand again in your authenticity, in your passion, right? In this energy of, I know what I have to offer. I know what the fuck I bring to the table. Do you have something? Interesting. Okay, what is it? What wants to come out here? Yeah, and a lot of you guys will find new passion. You will find new love coming in, maybe physically, intimately, but also maybe new love or new passion for things that you may not have tried before. This is going to be a nice time as, we're exiting, to really like think about what are some things that we've always wanted to do that we've been putting off because we couldn't, because we had to do this or we had to do that. No, we get to do things. And on a deeper level, like, what a blessing that we get to be here. How gangster are we that we get to be here in this time of this evolving space, of this new earth really presenting itself. You guys will notice a lot of solar flares and probably like seismic activities this year, as well as aliens. I mean, they've been here for a while, but it will start to come in our conscious, and a lot more things will start to come into our consciousness because we're raising the frequency, right? The solar flares are changing our body structure. It's changing our beings into more crystalline beings. So we're adapting, right? Our consciousness, our beings, everything is adapting. This new earth, this whole really like shifting from 3D to 5D, we're in it. We're in it. So how are you operating yourself? Are you still entertaining like low frequency 3D shit? Like people that practice black magic? Like, it's not our job to go in and change people's views. It's our job to be in our authenticity so that ripples out. Know the difference. 100% know the difference. Let's see. Not this one, this one. Any more messages for the collective? So the work that we have put in, the energy, the everything that we have been putting in for the past however long, you know, we're going to start seeing it pay off. And I think it's also really important, right? Like we're having similar transits to what happened in 2020 when all of this crazy shit started happening in the world. So let's, instead of being like, oh my God, crazy shit's going to go down again, let's really tune in and be like, look how far we've come. Not like, okay, maybe how much we have accomplished, but it doesn't have to be in a fully physical matter. It can be spiritually, it can be personally, it can be mental, it can be on a lot of different levels. So let's see, what have we learned? What have we gained? What have we brought to clarity, to understanding, all of this within the past 4 years? Okay? So all of the work, all of the seeds that we planted are beginning to come to fruition. It is about to pay off. The universe has been holding it for us and is ready to give it back. It's ready to stand strong and give us what we are holding fast to, our emotional spaces and visions. As long as we're not getting caught up, if for anybody who's had different types of addictions or things like this, if we're really working on it and we really want to heal it, not like, oh, I'm doing my best, like, then we can heal it. Like, again, at astronomical rates. So be very clear. Be so clear with what you're calling in. And really, what you're calling in, the Hermit, you're going inside for, right? Interesting, the left outside card. Don't leave it out. Don't leave that shit out. Make sure you deal with it. And you don't fight your demons. You don't fight your shadows. You invite them. You make friends. You guys get dressed up together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be okay with your yin and yang, with both parts of your being, and really embracing that. Palace of Swords. So a lot of you guys may be moving. There may be moves to be happen. And again, hold your vision. You guys, I literally couldn't make this up if I wanted to. Have faith. Have faith. Have faith in your dreams and your goals and your visions and your capacity, your capability, what's coming in for you. Yeah, and interesting, this deck of cards. Okay. So normally the Four of Cups is all about someone that's like mad at these other 3 cups. Let's get closer. That's mad at the other 3 cups that are down here, that it's missing this opportunity. So interesting that this deck of cards wanted to come out and talk, because if you notice, this deck is all about this person seeing this opportunity, seeing the opportunity and being like, yeah, actually, all this other stuff, which is also interesting in here, right? The other 3 cups. Like, I'm not going to stare at these 3 cups and be sad anymore. I'm going to be like, what is this other cup? What is this new opportunity? What is this new thing that I'm ready to receive? What I don't want to miss any more opportunities. I really want to stay on them. I want to taste all the deliciousness that life has to offer. Woo! The 10 of Cups. And I want to be happy emotionally and content. Happy family, like just emotionally fulfilled and satisfied. And maybe that's what, potentially was being missed. Any more messages for the collective? The Empress. Birthing new ideas, new situations. For some of you, you may be getting pregnant or having babies this year. Congratulations. And if that is not something that you're into, then make sure you are being careful. Five of Cups. So yeah, again, let's not focus on the things that did or didn't happen. We have to really let go of the past. We are starting new. That's what this new moon is about. This energy, yes, and we will be victorious in it. Yes, look at this. And the Emperor, so the Emperor and the Empress. So some of you guys may be finding your partners, getting married, having kids. This should be a really solid year. Yeah, you will be receiving justice. Let's go. Let's go, 2024. I'm into it. Let's go. Any more messages? Okay, what does this mean? What does it mean? Here we go. Okay, so for a lot of us, me included, I am just now coming back to the space of like even accepting the idea of people in my space. For a lot of us, we've been hurt. We felt like we were stabbed in the back. We felt like we were betrayed. We had a really hard time with love, with partners, with lovers. And, you know, this could be on many levels. This could be with work. This could be with love, whatever. And we need to get out of this energy of feeling betrayed, and we need to be ready. Like, what's going on? You know, the Fool. Let's take this leap of faith. Let's really look at this Fool. It does not look like he's going to fall off. He looks very well poised, very well balanced. He's on this like circus ball. He's got a hoop. He's got another ball. You know, like he is doing good. So this leap of faith is really going to bring forth this other energy. Let's do a couple of these, please and thank you. Never ending story. Don't go round and round, you know, I mean, everything is infinite, so don't go round and round, back and forth in your head. If you feel like you should do something or you shouldn't do something, if you feel like there's someone you need to talk to and you're not communicating, if there's something you need to say it. You know, I've been having, you know, this has been my experience with new people, and just to really like not feel bad or guilty, you know, that I have needs that I need to express. I have time. I have this, you know, we're really ending this cycle of coming down on ourselves. And we're moving to this space of happy, being happiness, you know, being the key is stepping out of it. Go to the sea. To the sea. So you guys may find luck, some of you, in switching your directions. Be flexible in what the universe has to present to you. Of course, everything is going to take a little bit of work, but that's okay. It's time to go. Let's go. Let's get it done. Take a breath. You know, take a breath. Take a nap if needed. A lot of you guys will have, to be fair, a lot of you guys will have your soulmates entering. So, yeah, that's what's up. I'm gonna, says there's a couple more. Let's go. Also know it's not for you, right? Don't play games that are not for you, right? The fortune, and don't do things for the sake of money or what you think you can get out of something. Do it because it's what you honestly feel like you can really receive. And there's no place like home. Again, a lot of you guys, your home situation may be changing. So really, like, the most important thing is home is where the heart is. Find this love within yourself, you know, really find this nurturing spot of your feelings, of your emotions, of your heart, of your being. That way you can actually tap into it. Is that it? Okay. All right, guys, as usual, if you would comment, subscribe, like, share, it would really help me and the algorithms. I'm working really hard to get my electronical devices and my tarot business back up and flowing to the rest of the world. So help your girl out. It's simple. It's a really easy energetic exchange. Hit thumbs up. If you want to schedule a personal or private reading, or you're interested in the Intro to Tarot class, leave me a comment below. Also, feel free to email me at DivinityWithinThee@gmail.com. As always, infinite blessings, love, and light. Ciao for meow.